All right, let's chat before we get into stupid drama that I don't care about. Let's get some context here. For full context of the VOD, watch from 1:23:30. So just to let you guys know, like I don't beef with people. I don't do that. I don't care.
Inflammatory. I hope I'm on with reasonable people. SVB never got back to me. I fucking hope I'm not on with Samito.
Doesn't want to
He
get
didn't get
cooked.
back to me. Has he made a tweet actually? I would like to know who I'm on with. I'm not here trying to fucking have a debate.
That's fair. That's honestly fair. Like some people now, like guys, because here's the thing. It's like not everybody wants to get on and like have some debate about their opinion, nor are they obligated to, nor are they wrong for not like wanting to do that. You know, so many people, and this is just kind of the internet culture nowadays. It's like not everything has to be a debate. Not everything has to be, right? Doesn't need to be. So yeah, so it's cool, bro. It's cool. On the debate podcast. Now, generally, okay, actually, touche. Group up. Okay, touche. I'll give you that. Who said that? Solo. Okay, Solo. Touche, buddy. Touche.
Yeah, bro. I can't handle that shit. I'm not.
And that's fine. That's
Dude,
totally
even
fine.
debating with Jake is exhausting.
And see, this is what I'm saying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Just tell him fuck you and leave, bro. I'll just probably just give up. I'll probably just.
So don't go on the debate. I mean, it's fine, guys. Different people can do different things. It's not.
Samito gonna be on his 6v6 train, dude. Samito is like honestly, it's impressive how he just follows the same narrative, and no matter what changes, he just brings it back to the same thing.
Well, it's because it's the same problem. It's because it's the
Say you won't argue with a Masters. Like, is Samito Masters right now? Honestly, I'm a few bad games away from Masters myself. You know.
He's fine. I just again.
Is he on GM4 right now?
For context, guys, like regardless of what people say or think about me, like that doesn't really change my opinion of them, right? That's depending on the situation. You know, I actually like Custa. I think he's done a lot of good things for the scene. So just because of somebody's opinion is different from me, I'm mature enough to sit there and say, okay, like that's cool. That's cool. I still appreciate the good things that people do. You know, it's not that lighthearted.
Yeah, I'm GM4 right now.
So I'm looking at 6-3 right now. Unfortunately, I'm not.
I blocked him on everything. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't blocked. I see his tweets every now and then. I feel like.
What's wrong with Masters? Masters now is not nearly as like high Masters is like a lot of the GM players are still there just because
the thing about 66 debates is that in the end, no one is going to be convinced. Yeah, that's it, right? Like as I said, Liz gets mad at me every single time I talk about it in chat, but like I will never go on a debate. Like I saw Jake and Iron had a debate.
Yeah,
or
that
something
one
like
was a little.
That I'm sure was interesting because you know I respect both of those people and their opinions, but it's just a.
Sam looking 5'8" right now. That's funny.
It's a zero-sum debate. It's never gonna happen. So what are we even discussing? There is no world in which Overwatch would ever go back to 6v6.
There is no world where WoW Classic will ever come out. You guys think you want it, but you really don't. Like, see, this is why, and nothing against Custa here. Seriously, nothing against him. Like, if you guys don't know, like, a lot about Custa, like, he's a good dude. I've only ever heard good things about him. Did a ton of charity events, well received by the Overwatch community. He's a great guy, right? I wish no ill on him at all, none. Despite what he's about to say about me, which is fucking absurd. Even then, and this just goes to show, guys, sometimes you got to take the high road, right? But those kind of statements from people that work at Blizzard or work for Blizzard is exactly why they have the reputation they have now. It's the same thing, right? Like go at him like he did to you. Go for it. It's a debate. It's not a debate. It's not a debate. Listen, guys. Let me just say this real quick, just to be brutally honest with you all, right? That kind of like just because certain people think certain ways about me, like I don't prioritize that over my morals, my compass, and my conviction, right? Those three things are the most important thing to me in my life. Right? No matter what people say, no matter what people do, you can't change my soul, right? That's on me to decide, right? And so, like, if I just sit here and just, like, yeah, be like, oh, fuck Custa, like, I don't dislike the guy. Like, even if he's like, I can disagree with what he says about me, be like, yo, that's uncalled for. That's bullshit, right? And I could say that. But just because he says that doesn't mean he's somehow some bad person. Like, I'm not doing that, dude. I hold myself to a higher standard than that as a person, and that's cool. So, yeah, it's just not the answer. It's not the answer.
So what the fuck are we talking about? If you want to have a meaningful tank discussion, like we're probably hopefully going to have tomorrow,
but yeah,
then I'm down.
But yeah, like I was gonna like I said, guys, like just to be clear, like those statements and like stuff like the dog segment on OWCS, like that stuff right there is exactly why there's a massive disconnect between Blizzard and the casual player base. Right there. You know, it's absurd. It's like the fact, like it's insane that people will come out and say that after WoW Classic proved that entire point wrong. WoW Classic proved all of that wrong. It just did. It already happened, right? So no, like there is a world where they go back to 6v6. There is a world where this stuff happens, and it's not just you guys think you want it, but you really don't. Like and this is the Blizzard problem. And now he doesn't work for Blizzard, but it's kind of the irony of it is the echo chamber there to just say these ideas over and over again and be like, oh yeah, it's not going to happen. Why not? Tell me why not, right? And the answer is there is no answer, right? So,
right, because that's actually talking about things that could be productive and where we can try and come to some form of agreement of what is the best path forward. But talking about things that are just never going to happen is just useless.
WoW Classic will never happen, guys. You just think you want it. You don't really.
What I really hate is every 6v6 is calling 5v5 or a shill. Yeah, I don't care.
There are a lot of shills. There are.
Is the tank issue that big of an issue in the game right now? I think it's probably... well, here's the thing.
It's the most pressing one.
We solved the tank issue, right? Let's say we solved the tank issue. The developers put out something. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is it. We've done it. We've solved tank and made it fun in Overwatch 2. People aren't upset about tanks. Sure. Kumbaya. We fucking did it. And then, you know what would happen? Someone will find something else to complain about, and the community will rally behind something else that sucks, because nothing is ever going to be perfect. And there's always going to be something to complain about. And there's always going to be an argument. There's always going to be a discussion.
Sure.
And that's just fucking life.
Yeah, sure. He's right.
So I think tank, there's
he is right about that, but that doesn't mean that like the context around whatever issues come up isn't also accurate or important, right? And that's what a live service game is. Like, it's alive. Like, in order for something to be alive, that's kind of what has to happen. So he's not wrong about that. But it also is not like the whole picture in that. Like, sometimes those issues are completely prevalent, you know?
There's enough sentiment that it is an issue.
Nothing to be perfect.
There's definitely an issue here. Is it really that big of a deal? I don't think so. But as I said, I'm not a tank player.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So I'm not really feeling the effects of it.
That's fine. Debate.
Do we have a count on how many people play Overwatch 2 in a day? I don't think we have like
guys,
perfect
you don't
numbers,
have to debate.
but it's doing well. I know Overwatch 2 is doing the best it's done in a very long time. I think people underestimate. People love to complain about the game, and like we obviously talk about it in a negative light for so much on the internet. But like, there's a lot of people who play console who just never interact with this stuff, who have fun and really enjoy it. Steam numbers are up.
Yeah.
Spy said that he saw someone in Samito's comments compare 5v5 enjoyers to flat earthers, man. Well, I agree, bro. Like, I think 5v5, like, I think so many people, I've said it, right, before, in the past, right? 6v6s are the flat earth, yeah, like, it's going to be the 6v6s first thing. I will stand by this statement. Samito is the Ben Shapiro of the Overwatch scene. I will 100% stand by that state. He is just invoking hatred. He is just pushing people in negative directions, and he's creating division within the scene, all to just make himself relevant, in my opinion. And, you know, honestly, if Samito sees this thing, I'm sorry, bro. I honestly don't care that much, but just everything I see, that's just what it results in. And he honestly kind of looks like Ben Shapiro a bit as well, so I think it's kind of funny.
Okay, I'm glad I got the full context on that. That's not as bad as I thought it was. So here's where I'll give him a pass. And here's what I'll say to you, Custa. Listen, man, I have no bad blood towards you at all. At all. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and be like, how fucking dare you, dude? How fucking dare you say this? I will admit it does frustrate me, and I've said this to my chat because he's not the first person that said this, right? Like, there's a lot of other people who have said this. I have asked my chat to not call me Ben Shapiro of Overwatch. Ben and I have very different worldviews, and just respectfully to you, man. And again, this is just some comment that you pass by on stream. I've said plenty of dumb shit on stream before where that I wish I could take it back if I really thought about it. So I'm not going to sit here and bring down the freaking hammer on him. Be like, how dare he say this about me? Oh, fuck. You know, because that's part of the problem. You know, if you see this, Custa, I'd ask you to rethink that. To say that I'm just spreading hatred when I'm just arguing for a game format that we all knew and loved, aside from literally just double shield, that many, many other players also reciprocate, right? To then compare me to, because I have a very strict nope. I don't like politics at all. I don't think that's a fair judgment. And I've said this to pretty much anybody who's said that, you know, I'm like Ben Shapiro in the past. Like, other people have said it. And I do get it. I do get it. Because the way that, like, I follow logic, the way that I do stuff like that can come across like that. But when you say Ben Shapiro, that just insinuates... I don't know if he means it that way, but he did say I'm spreading hate. So good fucking riddance, cousin. Custa. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's not spreading hate to sit here and spit objective truth about the game. It's just not. It's just not. Right? Sometimes in order to get the things that you need in life, you don't tell people what they want to hear. You tell them what they need to hear. So, you know, I don't know, man. He's entitled to his opinion. I don't hold bad blood towards him. But, you know, you can think this. That's fine. It's just a little funny. Let's see if he says anything else. Hold on.
Most famous grifter. Yeah, he's like a grifter and thing. And, like, the reason he releases videos, like... It's kind of like the Ben Shapiro thing as well, where it's like, I hope he's so self-aware that he knows what he's doing. I hope he's smart enough that he knows that he's being a grifter and he's just doing it because that's how he gets the most interaction. That's how he gets the most clicks. That's how he gets the most interest.
If I wanted to get the most clicks, I would have done what every single one of my buddies did. Shut the fuck up, kiss Blizzard's ass, take more opportunities with them, and prioritize building the bridge with Blizzard over speaking my mind. That's what I would have done, Custa. The irony of this statement, and what's ridiculous about it, to be frank with you, buddy, is the fact that, first of all, I don't do my videos anymore, to be clear, by the way. I don't do any videos anymore. Like, Coach Mills does all my content. He does all the titling. He does all... I just react to stuff and send it to him. So, look, if a lot of the stuff that's come out has been really negative recently or talking about that, like, it's just me reacting to stuff so they can post it. That's literally all it is. That's all it is. I don't run any of it. Jeff Kaplan. I don't do any of it.
How's it going? I'm Jeff.
But it is my channel, so I will take some accountability for it. And maybe we can spin it up and try to get more, like, positive coaching content out there, sure. But... like, this Jeff is Kaplan. Where...
how's it going?
This is where the people who are employed by Blizzard are some of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen. Explain to me how me Jeff speaking Kaplan. My mind...
how's it going? I'm Jeff.
...is grifting and just getting the most clicks and doing all this. If I wanted clicks, I'd kiss Blizzard's ass. I'd do what all you guys do and defend all their decisions seamlessly. That's what I would do. But guess what? Sitting there and not telling the truth and brown-nosing, that's how you kill businesses. Right? That's just, it doesn't work. It does not work. So the irony is, when you're a truth teller, they hate you for speaking the truth. And I'm going to come out here, I'm going to speak what I believe to be the truth. I'm going to keep bringing up objective facts that are irrefutable because they happen in the game, to make my arguments, instead of just sitting here and saying, oh, 6v6 will never come back. Oh, you think you want WoW Classic, but you really don't. Oh, it's hate. It's spewing hatred. No, it's telling what I think to be the truth, that I've backed with a lot of evidence that somehow, some way, no one in the Blizzard camp or the 5v5 camp have been able to solve yet, and the problems that Blizzard themselves address when they announce 5v5. I'm using their words. I'm not using mine. I am quoting them. So, because they were wrong, and I am the only one calling them out for being wrong, that's not me spewing hatred. That's not Ben Shapiro. And to be fair about the Ben Shapiro comment, like, it's not just him that said this before. And I have asked people to stop doing it because I truly don't think that's fair to me. I usually let people get their licks in because, look, again, no one's going to be liked by everybody. And I'm not saying that you have to be liked by everybody, especially when you have opinions like mine, which go against the grain a lot of the time, especially in the Overwatch scene. But to say it's just grifting when it's, again, when they solve the problem, when they sit down and they solve the problem, sure, that's all I've ever wanted for the game. There's a reason why I was so complimentary in October of 2020. I just don't sit there and kiss ass. And I guess that's the difference between me and you and all the other Overwatch creators, is that I'm willing to stand on business, and I'm willing to compromise any opportunity that I'd have to tell the truth. And if that somehow makes me a grifter or a hater or a villain, if you will, then what the hell's it worth to be a hero? Because that ain't worth shit. I'll be the villain then. That's fine. I have no problem doing that because that's what's real. And I'm going to stick to my guns and stick to what's real. And, you know, you guys can keep getting on that OWL desk or the OWCS desk while, you know, the esports suffers because the skill ceiling is lower, and it's becoming hobby prize pools because people are quitting because you can't sustain it. And ultimately, all I've ever wanted for guys like you who stake their career on this, who I'm pretty sure you're married, you might want to have a family one day, can build better lives for your families, build better lives for everybody around you. See my friends who sat there and grinded for years to succeed. I want them to get the bag, but you can't get the bag on a worse product that people don't want to invest in. You can't. It's not going to work. And I get it sucks. And sometimes I can be over the top. I'm not trying to say I'm an angel. I'm not saying that. I know I can be, right? But, you know, whatever. It's just, it's the hypocrisy here is a little bit
coming
funny.
into his channel because people will rally behind that stuff. Some people really enjoy that stuff. I just hope he's aware, right? That he knows what he's doing and he's not just doing it because he genuinely at his heart believes that he's right.
Wow. Wow. Now that's disrespectful, actually. That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's not awkward. As I said, like,
Thank you.
I'll give Samito.
Thank you.
I'll give Samito
Thank
the
you.
thing.
Thank you.
I think awkward is just a bad person. I don't think Samito is a bad person.
All right,
I honestly,
thank you. Thank
he
you.
frustrates the fuck out of me, but I don't think Samito deep down is a bad person. I think awkward's a bad person, and
Thank
that's
you.
a completely different shit.
And so here's what we'll say, Custa. We can agree to disagree. I think you're a good dude. Like, you don't have to like me. All good, brother. I wish you the best. I wish your family the best. Yeah, all good. All good. People can have opinions, guys. It's the internet. But I do at least appreciate that because listen, when you say Ben Shapiro, man, when you say Ben Shapiro, that takes things out of the scope of just Overwatch, and that takes it to a lot of very important life issues that I make it a point to stay away from. So I would appreciate taking that back if you'd consider it. But if not, all good. You can think that. I think it's nonsense, but hey, don't worry about it. All good, brother. Best of luck to you and your family, and you guys on the OWSS broadcast. I hope that things go well for you all.